Hi everyone, it's Nalanie and welcome back to my channel. So today we're kind of doing a new series. I have tons of products that I really haven't been reaching for, and some of these products, because I've had them for a while, I don't remember if I liked them the first time I used it or if I didn't. So I kind of want to start cleaning and organizing through my collection and just looking through my archives and figuring out if these are products that's worth keeping, or if I'm going to keep it, or if I'm going to toss it. So today we are going to be trying out this Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss Morphe palette. I got this a while ago. The first time I used it, I didn't remember liking it. This is the palette. The colors are beautiful, but we're gonna test this out today and we're going to see if we like it, and if we're gonna keep it or if we're gonna toss it. So if you want to see how I got this look and if we're keeping this or not, please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly prime my eyes with this Laying Low paint pot from MAC. I like this because it literally just matches and cancels out any discolorations on my lids. And with this stuff, you always want to put a little bit on, because too much will, it'll cake. It'll cake, it'll crease. Too much of any product will just not do it, you know? So we are done with that. I'm not going to set my eyes. I remember using this palette a while ago, but I don't remember how I felt about it. It's been a while. So we're going to be using this Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette. I wanted this one, and there was a burgundy one that I can't think of the name right now, but this is what it looks like. As you see, I've used it before, but I haven't really made too much of a dent in this. So I do want to try playing around with it today. I'm just trying to discover and, you know, just trying to organize and clean up my collection, seeing what I don't want, what's not working for me, and really just trying to give products another shot, especially if it's something I didn't really like the first time around. I've been trying different techniques. So we are going in, I'm going to mix together this shade right here with this shade. So it's going to be Hush Hush and Spark, using the tiniest bit of Spark, which is the darker cranberry shade. And we're just going to buff and work this in. It's actually a nice shade. It's a little more cool tone, so let's add a little more of Spark. I'm not a huge fan of gray and cool tones on my skin, but I didn't want to go in with such a dark shade. It actually turned into a purple, which is kind of surprising because, like I said, I'm using this shade and that one right there. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna go in with Spark, which is that cranberry shade, just to cranberry it up a little. I love purples, but I was trying really hard to not gravitate towards only purple, but for some reason this is kind of pulling purple, right? That's okay. And this brush is clean. This brush is clean. Not doing anything crazy, literally just building and just buffing out whatever is left over into the inner portion. But this is looking cranberry. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with Spark on the other side and see what it looks like. So that's it without that color. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so blending this cranberry shade on my skin is definitely giving me very purple vibes. So let's go in with a clean brush. I need a fluffy brush. That's what I need. Yeah, let's go with a clean brush. I'm going to go back in with Hush Hush and just really try to buff this out. Now I'm going to go in with Mystic because I guess we are going to keep this kind of more on the purple tones. And I'm just going to pop this right here. The shadows are blending out well. I'm not having any issues. Nothing is looking patchy. So that's a good sign. I guess we're gonna looking, I don't know, I feel like I haven't done a smoky eye in a really long time, but I don't know. Am I in the mood for something smoky today? Or am I gonna try to save it? This is looking really nice. So this color is beautiful. I'm gonna cut the crease a little. I'm just gonna go in with my Tarte concealer. I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer onto my lid right here. Nothing too crazy. So just the tiniest amount. I'm not gonna go, it's not gonna be precise. I couldn't even think of the word. It's not going to be precise. Oh, okay. So clearly we're working up because my eyes decided that that's where we're going. Let's keep this right here. I'm gonna stop it there. Okay, so that's what that looks like. This is very messy. We're not very messy. So now we are gonna go in. I think I want to go with this color. It just looks so nice. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, so let's go in with Ballsy first, since that is a lighter shade. Going in with that same brush. I did try to clean it off a little bit, but we're gonna tap this right here in the inner tear duct. Well, not the inner tear duct, the inner portion of the lid. I don't think that made any sense, but you guys see where I'm going with this. And I'm just going to run this halfway of where I placed that concealer. So we're going to stop right around here. This shade is really, really nice. Let's go in with this color. What is this called? I don't know. I can't pronounce it. So we're going to go in with that. I don't want to do too much, but I'm going to start right here on the outer where its darkest shade is. Kind of work back and forth. And I'm kind of bringing it in this way. And then whatever is left over without going back in, I'm just going to blend both that color and Ballsy, which was the first shade on the lid, together, just so it just kind of blends really nicely. Every time I'm dipping in with this darker color, I'm just starting in the back portion and flicking it in. Going back in with that brush that had the darkest color, I'm just going to add a little bit just to further blend, but not going back in with any product, and just patting. I'm really liking this. So now I'm just going to blend out anything that's not looking too neat. So now I'm going to go in with a Spark again. And I am going to run this on the lower lash line. Going in with a clean, fluffier brush, I'm just going to buff this out because I want to smoke it, but I don't want to add any other color. So let's add a little bit of glitz and glam, and I'm just going to pop this into the inner tear duct. And bring this in right here where there's a tiny little gap. This color is really beautiful. Yep. And it has like that perfect wet blinding effect. You know what, whatever is left over on that brush without going into any more product, I'm just gonna add this right here, the highest point of the brow bone. So I am just adding this eyeliner into my waterline. It's a brown from NYX and it's called, it's so dark I can barely see it. It's a NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner. This eyeliner is so good, the name had to be this long. And this is in SL15 Brown Perfection. And I just really like the way brown looks in the eyes, especially for very subtle but smoky, because as you can see, I feel like it looks like there's black underneath my eyes. But I think these lashes should be dry by now. These are Salon Perfect lashes in 614. Guys, no, these are one of my favorite. Where's this? I forgot my tweezer. I forgot my tweezer. Okay, we're gonna. Oh no. Okay, I left my tweezers in the bathroom and it's going to be a struggle for me to get to them. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite highlighter ever. This is Ars Couture Illuminati. I just need to make sure that I grab the right one. I'm gonna literally just work off of the cap, sorry, and use a tiny little brush for the nose. Like, oh, so pretty. You don't need a lot. I'm just going in with a very tiny amount because I don't want to go overboard and carried away, because I tend to do that. I do want to add a little bit more over here just to really brighten. I didn't think it needed it, but I just wanted to add a little something extra. Okay. So now that that's on the face, we're going to go in and apply some of this highlight to the face, and again working off of the cap. I don't want to go in with too much. A little goes such a long way. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but in person, oh my god. I think I'm gonna do this Alamar Cosmetics. I'm gonna mix all three of these blushes together. I feel like it's gonna really, but I'm using more of this berry color, which is this toasted, to really just go in with the eyes. Sorry, to match with the eyes. And I'm just going to run this back. Going back in with that highlighter brush, no additional product. Just want to blend a little. Okay, so I'm going to grab this bronzer. This is the Wet n Wild with Shady Beaches bronzer. And I'm going to add just a little bit. All right, so this is the completed look. For my lips, I went in with this NYX Slide On, Glide On, definitely you know, that really, really long lip liner name. And this is in the shade Intimidate. Then I went in with Juvia's Place lipstick in Libra. This is the color. It is beautiful. But I did want to add a little dimension to my lips without adding gloss. So a really good way and trick of doing that is going in with a very, very light lipstick just in the center. And that's what this lipstick is. This is Morphe's First Bite Base. As you can see, very, very light, but I only added the tiniest amount in the center, blended everything out, and this is what I came up with. So as far as this palette, I'm going to keep it. I do like it. I think it worked out. I don't remember it going on as nicely the first time I wore this palette versus now, but the colors are beautiful. Everything went on really well. And I really like the way this look turned out. It's not what I thought it was going to turn out, honestly. Spark went on this color, but blending it out with, I don't know. Blending it out, it turned into a purple on my skin tone. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but I do like purple, so I don't mind. But I really, really liked the way everything worked out, turned out, looked, came together. You know, I just liked it. So I am going to keep this. I am a fan, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, this tutorial, this look, this everything. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.